Alright, so this is Gema Longoria from OCCC. Go ahead, Gema.
Okay. Well, I'm studying and I'm majoring in biology. I'm trying to get my associates in biology. And after that, I'm planning on transferring to Northeastern, where hopefully I can get into the optometry program. Because this is a 2 years college, and you actually they're very transferable, so they'll help a lot transfer into whatever college you'll want. I have a friend that goes to Northeastern. She's also getting her basics over there. She got a scholarship and everything, so it is a bit like the same. She doesn't really have to pay. I don't think she's paying stay fees because her grandparents live over there. So there's a lot of factors that go into which college you actually want to. For me, it was OCCC because it's right here. It's very comfortable to just go here and out. It's like 40 minutes away. They asked me why I didn't go to this college. And I said, because I talked to a lot of teachers and they actually went over there and they said that because that school isn't they do transfer, but not as well. They said that they wouldn't transfer her credits to the college she wanted, so she had to kind of start all over. But the OCCC is very friendly. If you do, since it's all online right now, you don't really get to go over there as much. They did have an option where you get to half lecture and half online. That's all they're offering. But I think this semester they said that they sent us all an email and said if you were in half and half, you're all online now. All that you can go over there is now for labs and the library. There's tutors too. If you get in trouble, of course you're not alone. You can do Zoom meetings. You can actually go over there and set up meetings. There's a bunch of tutors that are willing to help you. But it's not as bad as online. You get to, I don't know, make your own schedule, I guess you could say. You can do all the classes you want at any time. I usually do them at night after I take a shower. I don't know. That's when I do my most thinking. But I work every day. I work from the morning. Sometimes I work doubles, so I usually don't do any schoolwork for a few days. But it's not there's some classes do have Zoom meetings. They have to go in, but mine don't. So they just post lecture videos, and you can just watch them whenever you want. In my English class, she said that she won't be posting lecture videos more than 10 minutes, so that way you can watch them. You don't have to watch them all through 30 minutes in one go. But OCCC hearing process pamphlet. OCCC has a lot of options that you can do. I don't know if you just want me to pass this around.
Oh, sure. So what's the basic cost to go to OCCC?
The basic cost is about, for 24 credits, is about maybe $5,000.
So that's 1 year. 1 year. Right?
Yes.
If you think a typical semester, full time at least 12, and we talked about you guys should try to gain at least 15. So they do it per credit hour, and it's probably what did I say? Probably $300 a credit hour, right? Or a class. I think it's about 100 something a credit hour. So per class about 300. I think each class is about 3 or 4 credit hours. So a big reason why you chose OCCC is
because of the low cost.
Yeah.
That's really low.
We talked about how you guys can start off at a community college. That's how I started in California. Start at a community college. You get a cheaper 2 years. Okay, it's the same. You're getting your basics out of the way anyways, and then you can move on to whatever university. And most, if not all, community colleges, all their classes are transferable. Okay, they're all going to be able to transfer. That's the whole point of the 2 year community college. They're going to transfer, right? So it's a cheaper way. Would you say the classes, because it's a lot of people probably have in their mind, oh, well, it's cheaper, so it's not as good.
No,
What would you say to that?
It's pretty good. It's I think throughout the school, it's only as good as the effort you put into it.
Right.
So because it's all online, I hear like a lot of people like, oh, I can just like search it up as I'm going through it, and that's how you don't get as much knowledge, is what I think.
Yeah.
So, but it is pretty good. The teachers are really really kind. From like the two teachers I had, but they're both they're willing to help you. They always send you messages like, hey, remember this and this, and they always try to help you out. Be like, I have been getting things. I just want to revise that, this and this, and they let them listen.
How many students are in a typical class?
I would say about maybe 25 to 30 out there.
It's not crazy big classes. You have, especially being online, you have so many different options, but even if it was online, because it's a bigger school, it's probably about, I'd say 20, 30,000 people who go there, they commute. You probably have a lot of options, like one English class could be offered literally every hour of the day. So when Gema says you could choose your schedule, it's so much easier to choose your schedule based on the number of classes they have. Right?
My advisor was like, what time do you want to take? I'm like, I don't know what time do you want. She gave me a lot of options. I'm like, that's almost every day.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, if it's your schedule.
And like Emma said, she works full-time here, so she was able to, it's nice to have the online classes, but even if it was online, she could work it with her schedule, because there's so many different options out there. Explain, so obviously campus is closed, but there's no meal plans here. We've been talking about university having meal plans, dorming, obviously there's no dorms and meal plans, this is a community college. However, when the campus is open, what do they have on campus?
They have like little stores that you can buy. They actually have this coffee shop inside where you can buy food and drinks and all that. So you can buy food in there. I just don't think like they actually like have a meal plan where you pay for it.
Right. What about clubs and activities? I know it's closed right now, you guys all know because of COVID, but what kind of clubs and activities do they
I
have?
should have looked this up because I was trying to find like, a club to get in because they didn't just want to be there.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of clubs. They don't have sports, which is I found very weird at first, but then like it's just a college where you like go in and go out.
Mhm.
So there's no, I won't see a point to having sports, but it would be nice. But they do have they have like a chess club. There's like they have a bunch of sports club. I think that's where like they watch or play around. There's like an arts club, there's like a magazine, something. There's a bunch of different ones that you can just choose out of it.
There's a whole bunch of clubs there, obviously just no sports. What would you say was the biggest transition from high school to college life?
I think the biggest transition would be like the finance and I don't know, maybe a little bit of the mindset is how I thought. Like mindset, I thought that
Okay.
maybe like college was gonna be a bit harder. I mean, it technically is because there's a bunch of pressure on you because you are actually paying for it.
Would you say high school classes prepared you for college classes? Would you say it's harder, easier? What would be some advice for college classes?
I think college classes right now are pretty easy to me, just because I don't know if you guys had Miss Turpin or Coach Waters. Like her classes, I feel like Miss Turpin's class was a bit harder than actual college classes. Like how my minimum like word count is like 500 words. That's my essay, and we had to write in her class like 3,000 words.
So Turpin got you ready.
Yeah.
Got you ready to make it easier.
Yeah, so I literally just fly through the 500. I'm like, and I go over. I wrote like a page, like 1,400 words. And I wasn't trying. It was weird. Super weird.
So would you say you have to study a lot? Is your studying different?
I think my studying is about the same. I I did study a bit more for history just because we had to take a test every week. But if you study here, I think it wouldn't like change as much. But if you don't study it, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you'll probably have to study
That's the
it.
key. If you study now, then you should be all right, right? If you don't, then you guys, we talked about our study habits. You're gonna have to start figuring out the best time slot, the best place, that kind of stuff. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna have her show you her portal and give us a little bit of a background on what it looks like. No questions right now?
Are you living in a dorm or apartment or anything, or are you living somewhere else?
No, I'm still in Chickasha because there's no reason for me to go to the dorm if I'm just gonna be there to be online. You get it? And-
Oklahoma City Community College doesn't have dorms, but she would have to live in an apartment.
There's a bunch of them near, like, I go there, a few times and there's apartments wherever, like around.
So she's taking advantage and saving money, still living here, so her costs are cheaper, right? So you guys gotta think too, what's best for you? She talked about her friend who is going up at Northeastern where she eventually wants to go. Well, the difference was the finances. Her friends had that type of scholarship and she has family there, so she doesn't have to pay the cost of on campus. Gema doesn't have that, right? So she was saying, what's best for me is going to OCCC, let me do my same basics, save money my first 2 years, and then I'll go to Northeastern. So it's just different routes that you guys can take based on what's best for you, right? All right, Gabby, you wanna go ahead and show them this?
Oh. No, well, it's pretty simple. I think, I don't know if you guys had like, what was it, Google Classroom?
We use Google Classroom.
That, it's kind of the same thing, except, it's grades are over there. If you click on every single one, just click on,
Can I click on this one?
yeah, go ahead and click on this one. You can, it's all like lined up like a little folder. You can just click, they actually have it per week. Each week is like a different section. That's where they post announcements. If you go up to like, course tools. It actually like gets everything.
Okay, Gemma, look at that grade.
Um,
Yeah. So there's only 32
yeah,
students in this class, not that bad.
go like down, like, there's like everything that you need, like links where you can go, learn things. You can also, I think there were like, I don't know where it was, but it was like somewhere for you to get a tutor. Pretty sure if you can't find it, just like go to the actual website and they'll help you find it. But,
Can we click on one of these assignments?
yeah,
Okay, so if we open this assignment, this was like a sample of a history assignment you had to do.
yeah.
You had to read that and discuss about it.
They give you all these links where you had to like each one. It was kind of weird because I think I was getting a bit frustrated because they had me read like a whole chapter to answer one question, and I got so frustrated with it.
So you have to watch all those links.
I gotta watch all those, and it's like a question on every single one.
All right, look at one, oh, we can't really see the exam, huh?
No.
Let's see this one. So same thing, it's just mainly you have like discussions and stuff, and watching it.
If you like
Go up.
go up, you can actually go to one of the exams. I think if you click on an essay.
Which one?
Down. Down. That one.
Can I click on it?
Yeah. No? Yeah. And then there's all like the topics
So it
that
tells you
you
how
can,
to, what to write about.
you can choose either this, that, is.
And you guys have, I mean, this is probably basic, like what you guys do in Wagner's class, for history, right?
It's like for a minimum of 2 sources, textbooks. I usually just use my textbook because that's where I get most of the information. It's not-
And they're huge all the time. I think some of your high school teachers are too, but they're huge. College, you guys have to understand. They got like turnitin.com, you guys heard of that? Like, I don't know if any teacher uses it here, they might now since we're going online a lot, but I mean, plagiarism can be caught, right?
You can click on the actual thing too.
What?
It shows you like the whole essay that I did and it tells you like what words,
Where is that?
go all the way down, it's like.
With this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, turn it in.
Yeah,
Your essay.
My whole essay. And then over there, click on the 19, I think, might be on the 19. It tells you like every single like word or phrase that's, and where it would go. in a
Where
website.
it was
Yeah.
founded, like
Mhm.
whatever text it was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's making sure, and obviously these are things she's quoted,
Mhm.
right? So it's gonna say like, these were quoted in there. Yeah, not bad. Does that look any different than some of y'all's high school work? Not really, right? Right. Would you say Gemma, anything else you want to show on this?
I think that would be about it.
Would you say, like, college should be scary? Like, probably like how a lot of these seniors are probably how some of y'all felt last year, like, would you say it's something to really be scared about?
No, not really. I think the only reason is like, you're just moving schools, but you're still doing the same work, studying for the same test. That's about it. There's nothing really to like be scared of.
Mhm.
But it's just taking like a little thinking and planning ahead. I think you'll be fine.
Just being prepared, having an idea of what we're doing in this class. You guys have any question you want to ask?
Are you always looking at OCCC or are you looking at other colleges?
I was actually looking at what's the one school with the bulldog? Swasu. I can't spell the whole thing, but it's Swasu. I was actually looking at Swasu my freshman and sophomore year, and I really wanted to go there for some reason. It was really nice. I went there for like trips of scholastic team, and the campus was like absolutely gorgeous. I remember seeing it. I was like, I want to go to this school, but then I like learned more about different colleges. There was another college I wanted to go. It was like OSU OKC, because they said that they like really like help Hispanics. So I was like, yeah, that's good. But I settled for this one. Kind of like go triple C.
It's just a easy foundation to get it done, and then have an idea, and then like she says, she wants to go to Northeastern for that. And who knows, in those 2 years, she might change her mind then
I
too.
might go transfer to England. That's
Be a premier soccer player.
it.
Well, do you have any last minute advice you want to give them as they're stressing about their senior year, stressing about life after high school? What can you do to help ease their stress?
I think it's just like taking one step at a time. You're always thinking about the future and going ahead, but that's way far into it. What you can do just now is plan and just take it little by little.
Good advice. Truth to that. Well, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and thank Gemma for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gemma.
How many things did I get? No.
You got the